Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And it is exciting because we are right at the start of a new arc of Symbiosis Part 2. And one part of a new arc is always that I give a preview on the new officers. In this case, we will talk about the new Battle Pass Epic officer, Masriad Vael. It's a preview because obviously I don't have her yet. I mean, it's day one when I'm filming this. But nevertheless, it will be interesting to have a quick chat about the abilities of those officers. And because that's always the decision, do I really invest all my materials in events when they come up and so on? So let's have a look. As I said, an epic officer, and we still look at the basics. She's class command, which means you need command badges to upgrade her. She's from the group Symbiosis, which means if she's on the bridge, she can give a captain of that group synergy, and it's faction none. There I cannot tell you what that means for the upgrading, because since Mirror Universe came in and you suddenly needed something else than independent credits, I always have to wait to make a statement on that one until I have her, to see what we will need, especially now with a new faction that's in. I'm really waiting for that one. If you want to know something about her, because she's kind of a made-up character by Scopely, then of course there's a text here in the info box about the officer, like for all the officers, so you can have a look there if you want to know more. As you already could hear, she does not have a captain maneuver. It says just chain of command, but she does have an officer ability and a below deck ability, and in this case the officer ability is Honor Among Thieves. And on combat start against invading entities, she increases the apex barrier by 500, and that will be 5,000 at rank 5. That is kind of still in line with the whole Galaxy Quest stuff. Officially, we are still in the Galaxy Quest part, although we have trills here, because when I opened something on Scopely the other day, it said Galaxy Quest Symbiosis Part 2. So kind of officially we're, as it seems, still in Galaxy Quest, but from the abilities it fits a bit with other Galaxy Quest officers and so on, and it has to do with Ceres Invasion, the abilities here. And Apex Barrier is always a little bit of help. And the below deck ability is the Winning Gambit. When hit by an armada or hostile, increases critical hit chance by 4%, and that will be 12% at rank 5 for 4 rounds. And that is definitely helpful against armadas. It's nothing that blows me away. I mean, I have other officers that are doing better for this, but it's a nice addition. If you have not been able to get some officers because you started a little bit later or on a new server, then some officers that I'm here on this server for more than 2 years, and there were events coming in like the Voyager, Deep Space Nine, etc., where I could get the officers during the starting arc, and later it's a bit harder to get those officers. So if you are in the game now, get her now during the events, then it will be a good help for some people. So it's nothing I'm complaining about. It's not blowing me away, but it's a nice addition to your officer set. And there we are at the part almost about getting her. First of all, I have to say I cannot show, of course, what away team traits she has. I can only do that later once I get her, when I will make another video after testing her in my A to Z officer series. But she will have 3 traits. Which ones, we will have a look at that video then. But now we can talk about how to get her. And in this case, we have to go to the Battle Pass first. There are a few shards in the Battle Pass. And in this case, here you see some in the free and elite path. And in the end, there's more here. And in the final set, there are more. So you can get some shards here, but obviously not all of them. If you have a look, you need 100 shards to unlock her. For that, you will need more than just the Battle Pass. And fortunately, once again, we will have a recruit event in this battle pass. And let's say it was not too far. There it is. From October 12th to 13th and October 19th to 20th, there will be an SMS and an SLB to recruit her. And that's why I always say save your materials until those events and then spend them so that you can get it. I usually manage that in those 2 weekends to get the epic officers. Unfortunately, it's only 2. I mean, last month, the last arc, they said it will be 3, then later on changed it back to 2, and I was still able to get the officer. But it's not extremely easy, but it's doable. So in the last arcs, I usually managed to get those officers via those 2 events, and so I reckon you save your materials for those 2 weekends and spend then to get the shards to unlock her. Of course, this video will stay online, so after those 2 weekends latest, when more and more people get her, please let us know how satisfied you are, how helpful the abilities will be for you, and it will be interesting to see when the people get in touch with new officers, how they then react. So please then comment either here below the video or on Discord, and if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen.